This is 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield and Coach Ed Young on ESPN Radio 94.1.
Welcome back, everybody. You will not hear Matt Hatfield right now. This is the coach, Ed Young, the voice you're hearing right now. Matt is the main host of this show, and I come in here occasionally when he allows me to work out, and then he had to take off to cover some basketball today, and he graciously let me take over those last few minutes. So welcome back, and we're on our way towards the end. And my producer out here, Director Dino, you have some questions for me about some college basketball.
Yeah, that's right. It's bubble watch time. We're getting to that time of the year in the college basketball season. And, of course, Joe Lunardi, the name that always pops up, he's got his last four in and his first four out. So let's go with the last four in right now. He's got, as of right now, VCU, Stanford, Oregon, and Colorado State as his last four in. What do you think?
All right, I'm going to have to listen here soon. I'm sure you're going to give me the four out. Listening to these, looking at these guys' backgrounds, and I've seen some of these teams play. Colorado State's very, very good. Unknown over here in the East. They're unknown. They're very good. I think they're a 13, 14-win team. I look at a lot of what you do on the road. They're 5-3. A team you have to really look at. Oregon, Stanford, I would say one of them gets in, one doesn't. I would probably lean towards Oregon, probably because I like the way they play. VCU, definitely want to see Mike Rhodes' group get in there. 15-4, they're 5-2 on the road. I think they're a team that can get in and make a little bit of noise. But I would say Stanford, Oregon, one of them is going to go out. Now, let me know who he has as the first four out. Maybe I'm going to leave all four of those in.
Okay, well, Joe Lunardi's first four out as of right now. He's got Connecticut, St. Louis, Richmond, and Western Kentucky.
Wow, you're almost comparing team per team. How about Richmond out, VCU in? Battle of Richmond. I wonder if those two, how they've done against each other. Not that it has much bearing on.
Well, here's something interesting with Richmond. They've got 6 games remaining, 3 of them on the road, and a home date on February 17th coming up against VCU.
I guarantee the committee is going to look at that one hard. Richmond is 10-4, 5-1 on the road. That's pretty doggone good. Now 6 games remaining. Boy, I'd be interested if they both get in. I got a feeling only one of them's going to get in. I think they have a great shot over those other teams. I might go Richmond over Stanford. Western Kentucky would be comparable to Colorado State. Western Kentucky, if I look at my notes correctly, 14-4, 5-2 on the road. Don't think they played a heavy schedule. That might be what's going to hurt them. They do play Old Dominion March 5th and 6th, so get a chance to see what they look like. St. Louis, 9-3, 0-2 on the road. I know they had some games postponed, 6 of them postponed or canceled. That's probably going to hurt them, though they have a very high net rating. Connecticut, UConn, sorry, Big East, and UConn going back to the Big East. They're out. I can't see UConn in there. 8-5, 3-2 on the road. It's going to be one of them situations where they're in a very tough conference. People will say, well, you got to look at them, their tradition. But I get all that tradition. But what have you done lately? What are you doing right now to get into this year's tournament? What you did under the Calhoun years and all those NBA first-round picks should not matter right now. It's what you do now. And I've always said this. Teams like Western Kentucky, Colorado State, they're not in Power 5 conferences. They do what they do. They win. What else can they do? They can't get a lot of the big boys to play because teams won't come there to play them. And they shouldn't have to go on the road to play 9 powerhouse teams all on the road. That's ridiculous. And powerhouses wouldn't do that. So you've got to look at those kind of teams and give them a chance to get in there, even though people say they don't play anybody. What are they supposed to do? Play all the number one ranked team the last 5 years all on the road? Can't do that. So I'm looking at UConn as a definite out. St. Louis probably out. Richmond, West Kentucky, I think, have a resume that you're going to have to look at. And those 4 in VCU, I'm being prejudiced because it's a Virginia team. I want them in. Stanford out. I think Oregon in. And it's going to come down to Colorado State, possibly in Western Kentucky.
And, of course, this could always change because you know how Joe Lunardi is with this bubble watch and his bracketology and all this other stuff. It just changes from day to day depending which games were played. But as of right now, as we mentioned, his last 4 in, VCU, Stanford, Oregon, Colorado State. His first 4 out as of right now, Connecticut, St. Louis, Richmond, and Western Kentucky. And, Ed, we've got some college basketball coming up here at 12 noon here on ESPN Radio 94.1. It is a Big Ten matchup with Indiana at Ohio State. Not a bad game there.
That's going to be a close one because of who they are. Indiana's involved in every game. Ohio State, watch out, as a team, potential number 1 seed, a team that could come out of nowhere and win it all. Wasn't a team beginning of the year people would put down as your Final Four, like a Gonzaga, Baylor. I think those are 2 teams that I think are going to get to at least to the Elite 8. And I would go with chalk right now. I think Gonzaga is definitely the team to beat.
He is the coach, Ed Young. Well, the day is young. What do you have planned for the rest of the day?
I got work to do. I got a lot of things to do, which is why I got in here late today. Matt wanted me in early, but I got too much to do. I've got to take care of some personal business. Appreciate coming in, Dino. Always appreciate working with you. From all the guests that Matt had on earlier, Ian Rapinick, the head football coach from Norview, came on for me. I'd like to thank everybody for getting another Saturday in. Good Lord willing, we can come back next Saturday right here on ESPN Radio 94.1.
All right, Ed, always a pleasure having you on. Once again, we've got Indiana, Ohio State coming up here momentarily. Later on this afternoon, it is Old Dominion basketball at 3:30. They tip off against Charlotte. That is a home game for the Monarchs. And later on tonight, we'll wrap it up with NBA basketball as the Brooklyn Nets take on the Golden State Warriors at 8 o'clock. For Matt Hatfield and Coach Ed Young, I'm Dino Franza. This is ESPN Radio 94.1.